Back in 2017, there was a sister who goes by the name of Kenneka Jenkins. She had passed away, was found in a freezer in a hotel. This had taken place in Chicago and it's still unsolved. But the people who tried to solve it, they mysteriously been unalive. He goes by the name of Zack TV, y'all. We got a 2-part video. I want y'all to pay close attention to what's going on because Kenneka Jenkins' mother just came out saying she know what's up, but she been scared this whole time. Let's check it out, y'all.
She gave up the truth about her daughter's death for $3,700,000. Now that the money's gone, she wants justice. 8 years ago, Kenneka Jenkins died in a dark, damp freezer. At the time, all of Chicago was helping her family uncover the cause of death and find the killer. But Kenneka's mother refused. She turned away all offers of help, refused an investigation into her daughter's death, signed a confidentiality agreement, and received $3.7 million in compensation. She sold her daughter's life for just $3.7 million. Over the years, her life visibly improved. She wore designer clothes, carried luxury handbags, and drove cars she could never afford before. Yet now, she's stepping forward demanding justice again. Why? Because she squandered every last cent of that $3.7 million. And now, she's exploiting her daughter's death to demand more money. How utterly despicable, isn't it? When everyone wanted to uncover the truth, she refused. When Zack TV died trying to investigate her daughter's death, she remained silent. And now that she's blown through every penny, she's back demanding justice. This woman deserves to rot in hell.
Due to the nature in which everything happened, where we would later find out that Kenneka not only had dirt and marks all over her body when she was found, but the camera footage just don't add up to the story that the news given us about what actually happened. Then to make matters even more weird, the late Chicago videographer Zack TV decided he wanted to go down a rabbit hole, and unfortunately he would end up losing his life after letting the world know that it was foul play involved in Kenneka Jenkins' case. If you remember, he received multiple calls from different people telling him that he needs to stop trying to crack that case and mind his business because it's deeper than what he thinks and people are watching it. Then on the other hand, he will also tell us that he was receiving death threats due to him doing his own investigation within that case.
None of it.
Okay.
This is the brother Zack TV who was unalive. We're not saying that he was unalive for that specific situation, but if you're not familiar with him, he was the one reporting on all the Chicago, what was going on out there. You know, when it was real violent. Not saying that it's that violent now, but when it was real violent out there, he was the one reporting on everything, y'all. Check it out.
Okay. Wow. So you're basically saying this is deeper than what we know, and we should all fall back.
Step back.
Step back. Don't talk about it no more.
Don't do it.
Okay. I don't know. At first I thought this was some bullshit, like who the fuck is calling my phone? This is my business phone too, and I'm like, who calling? And then you saying a lot of shit that kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of shaking me up. Like, step back. Somebody else, a lot of people told me fall back from this case, finish with rappers and shit, you know? But now you saying people watching me, they watching everybody is.
See, you got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, C-O-M-M, he's the owner.
He's the owner of this social media site?
Yes. Yes.
So is that the guy that's in it, that's, hold up, in the video it's the coroner and it's the young guy and he put something in his jacket. Who is that guy?
The coroner is related to the hotel manager.
The coroner is related to the hotel manager, y'all. Listen to what's going on. It's about to get deep. Check it out.
What?
With an award, he's getting an award from one of the companies that harvest bodies in Chicago.
Hey, can I ask you, what's your name again, ma'am?
Tanya.
Tanya, I'm gonna say this. I received literally probably like 7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls with people threatening me and saying, leave this case alone, you this have nothing to do with you. You're putting your nose in other people's business. And now and everybody's been calling private except one number. It was a number that I couldn't call back. You know, it was like a 15 digit number telling me, shut up, never to release the footage that I have, never to talk about it. So I don't even post about it. But now, you know what I'm saying? You're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop it, you know?
Yes.
Wow.
For your safety, I would say yes, step back, baby.
Okay.
These are concerned citizens out there. This was a big story back in 2017. This story was huge. Now, come to find out, they were threatening him, telling him that he needs to back off. And come to find out, it's a lot of people that was concerned about this, y'all. And he was unalived after this.
Step back.
Okay. That she had to move and couldn't stand her. Just think about it. If she in the hallway after her friend went in there and went back in the hotel room to look for some shit, and the people tell you gotta clear the hallway. Y'all too loud. Y'all throwing a party. Y'all got weed coming out. You gotta get out the hallway. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna leave the hallway. Hit the elevator. You know the elevator's right there on the left side of 926. You understand what I'm saying? Or if she would have asked, either you gotta get out the hallway or let me show you where the washroom was at. It's logical thinking. Kenneka, let me show you where he ain't gonna say her name because he don't know her. Ma'am, come and follow me. I'm gonna show you where the washroom at. So, or they took her to the washroom. Either way it go, it shows Kenneka was encountered by an employee. Then you got to think about this. Only an employee knows every area of the hotel. And only security is allowed to walk in unrestricted.
And it's so creepy what he said in his video, because he mentioned that an employee is the only person who would actually know every detail of this hotel and how to access the footage and the security cameras in the hotel. And did y'all remember that video I posted on here on my page of this man in the hallway wearing a suit and he was ducking in the corner and coming out every couple minutes? That was an employee of the hotel. I believe he was a manager. I'm not sure 100% who he was, what his name was, but I do know that he was on the same hallway that Kenneka was on when she went missing. I highly believe the footage in the hotel was edited by an employee or somebody that worked there, maybe previously, a manager, somebody in the upper level of that hotel that did.
Of course, them people are going to protect their own. Now, if some foul play going on that will put that hotel in jeopardy and lose their license, of course they're going to protect their own, especially when it comes down to our people. We are the least protected people on this earth as black people. Take the Diddy footage, for instance. For an example, that Diddy situation happened way long ago. Why are we just saying that? Why was he able to pay off somebody to hold that tape? That means they was holding that tape, watching it, knew it was there and everything. Now all of a sudden we get to see the Diddy tape with him and Cassie in the hallway. This lets you know that these people, they know y'all. A lot of people be getting paid off and they be protecting themselves.
Did not want to be something to be revealed.
So the fact that Zack told the world that he has videos and other proof backing up his theory that Kenneka Jenkins was in fact purposely unalived, rather than it just being an accident that everyone thinks, Zack's death itself didn't make sense, and many people ran with the narrative that it was all gang related. But others believe otherwise and state that it was due to him covering her case, and he has a large following. Now, aside from Zack TV, it's been others that tried solving Kenneka's case, but I don't think anybody got as far as Zack. There was another woman by the name of Sherry Shriner who also claimed to have a lot of details backing up her theory that Kenneka was in fact unalived purposely instead of the story that they gave us, and shortly after, Sherry also passed away. So seeing people pass away trying to crack this case, knowing that they was
So the lady that said she was deep diving into it as well passed away.
kind of close, that would make others who even thought about trying to crack the case fall back, because let's be real, nobody wants to lose their life. Now, before we even get into what the mom had to say, if you've been living under a rock and don't know who we're talking about and what's the whole situation with Kenneka Jenkins, let me briefly fill you in. In 2017, Kenneka Jenkins was found deceased inside of a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago. Her death was ruled an accident due to hypothermia resulting from intake of alcohol and a mixture of prescription drugs. Kenneka was at the hotel to attend a party with her friends when, according to reports, she wandered off by leaving the hotel room by herself while she was intoxicated and mistakenly walked all the way to the basement of the hotel into the walk-in freezer. Some say that she was great at the party at some point due to her being found with her clothes seeming to be altered, but once again, we will never quite know what actually happened because all we can do is just assume. The only thing that always stuck out to me was the fact that the hotel had security. You mean to tell me that a young, intoxicated female was able to walk all the way to the basement, through the kitchen, and into the freezer without being detected by security? If anything, it sounds like security wasn't doing their job and something should have been done about that. However, it never was. The only people that received any blame for anything that went down was the friends, which I feel they also was a bit suspect and knows more than what they was telling, but we know how that goes. Now fast forward to today, Kenneka Jenkins' mother has spoken out via Facebook and she was shocked social media after admitting that she was silenced. And honestly, I would say she was more so bribed than silenced, but the problem now is the fact that she basically also told the world that
I want y'all to keep in mind the video that we first watched before we clicked on this one.
she took money rather than justice for her daughter. So some people are on the fence about her statements because in one breath, people are understanding that she was silenced, but then others feel that no money in the world should compensate for something happening to your child and you know something is wrong, but rather not say publicly. Even though we already know it was foul play involved, but her saying it is basically just confirmation because it's coming from the mother and not outsiders. So we're going to get into what the mother had to say and then also get into a few things social media had to say in response to the news. So let's get into it, y'all. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
A settlement is reached in Kenneka Jenkins' wrongful death lawsuit. She was found dead in a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont back in 2017. Surveillance video showed her walking near the freezer, and today a judge denied a motion to keep the details of the settlement sealed. But the issue is expected to be revisited in court next week.
Now, Kenneka Jenkins' mother would take to her Facebook to say, quote, "To whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life, clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair, and the list goes on. However, I have been promised lies as if once this case is over, I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over the years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court, but I will be getting sued because I was tricked by they will give me answers, give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she died that was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigation, allegedly people I trusted, they told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but they never told me how or where. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was in pain going through my cancer battles. They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child, and I'm rising above, staying strong, and holding on to hope even without you. P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting once we left that meeting. Before the rain came hard, I've stayed quiet long enough, but at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth respectfully, clearly, and without naming anyone. Now let's make Americans great and try to tell someone with honor, and they told me, just go on, live my life. Peace, be still. Now someone will respond in a different manner as they would say, quote, "You must ran out of that money because why you talking?"
You hear that? People are coming out saying, why you just coming out all of a sudden? What happened to the money? You got a lump sum of money and you ran out, now you're coming back out saying something about it. when all the people was marching behind you. And she came out and told them, nah, don't do it. Don't march no more. Come on, yo.
Now, we all know nobody unalived that child. She was a known alcoholic who couldn't handle her liquor. But girl, don't come on social media trying to start this fake ad outrage over your child you failed to raise properly. Them folks paid you just like any other person they would have paid. Called liability insurance. You settled because she was at fault of her own death, no foul play. Rest in peace. Now another person will respond saying, quote, Kenneka's mama let them pay her to silence her about her own daughter. This is so wicked. Now the million's gone, she want to tell the truth. After your other daughter been wearing Givenchy purses, moose knuckles, and Jordans, every other picture doing ish she never did before Kenneka died, now you want to say something now? That is so crazy. MFs do anything for money. Now you want justice? You got the justice you wanted, and that was that money, girl, go on. You not finna get another check or no GoFundMe money from us, girl, bye. Don't put me on. Now, as I always tell y'all, I believe...
Now that look like Facebook right there. You know on Facebook, they don't hold no punches. They do not hold no punches on Facebook over there. So I guess that people around her know what's up. And all of a sudden she want to come out. They're going to call out for it.
Believe two things could be right at the same time. Do I think the mother should have took the money knowing that they was playing dirty and coercing her to say what they wanted her to say? No. She should have stuck to her guns and stood for justice for her daughter. However, I do understand that being told that you will receive almost $4 million and you in poverty and don't have much, of course you would take the money. Not everybody, but majority of the people will, and that's how that evil program works, to shut people up. They pay you to shut up, and if you don't take it, they go other measures to make sure you never speak. So that's another thing that could be a problem, because either way it go, them people are going to make sure they get their way by any means necessary. So yes, it's easier said than done when you're not in a situation to say what you would do, but until you actually go through it, it's no telling what you would do. But like I said, is she wrong for accepting that money, knowing that she was basically being forced to lie about her own daughter's death? Yes. Simple. Now another thing.
You know, some might say maybe she was scared that, you know, the people would have came after her. She had a lot of people behind her, though. There was a lot of people behind her. This was a big story, y'all, for those that don't know about it.
Yes, she may be wrong, but I'd rather not focus on that part just yet. It seemed like the fact that she, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, basically told the world that they lied and coerced her to lie too, is being lost. We already knew it was foul play, but now it's confirmed. And I think the case should be revisited. Clearly, now that the mother admitted that she was forced to lie, the real question becomes, who made her lie and why? Who else is really behind this and who else is really involved? Because clearly it's more people that we don't know about, and this is why they try to cover it up, and they use her to basically go through with the story, and she did because she was paid off. Now, she does have to be careful, being that she just exposed this to the world because she said a mouthful. And I hope that this isn't something that just gets swept under the rug, because as much as people made a thing when it first happened, now we just got more clarification, and I hope it raised awareness to the way that we can all be manipulated by the media to believe whatever they want us to. And not just that, understand that this ain't the first time it happened, and it won't be the last. So in order to prevent it from happening to any of our peers, loved ones, daughters, children, no matter who, we gotta nip it in the bud now. If not, it's gonna continue happening. And clearly, this means someone got away with homicide. Simple as that. Now, aside from that, Chicago native Big Boss Damo, who also don't agree with her mother agreeing that she took money and settled, here's what he had to say.
So, a lot of y'all ain't gonna agree with me, a lot of y'all is. I really don't care, but this is my opinion. So, I'll wake up, scrolling on Facebook, and I see Kenneka Jenkins' mother make a status saying, I'm tired of being quiet, y'all paid me to be quiet, y'all promised me this, promised me that, like, y'all paid me. It ain't no type of money in this world that'll make me be quiet when it comes to some foul happen like that, especially when it comes to my flesh and blood, my kids. You hear me? Can't no, if the police offer me some money right now to be quiet about my mama case, fuck y'all. You hear me? Hey, you had the whole world behind you. the whole world behind you. You could have got justice and way more money than whatever they offered you.
That's what I said.
Why try to come
everybody
say something now? Why? Because the money gone? Now you want to open your mouth? This been like 5-6 years ago. I just don't agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, ain't nobody finna pay me no type of money to be quiet when it comes to one of these killing my kids. Your daughter didn't deserve to die like that? Like, what the y'all, what? I don't want that money. I want justice. I'm putting justice over anything. Over money, loyalty is over everything. Oh, man. The way y'all be moving, man, it's weird, man. Like,
So that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this and how everything happened. Some people actually believe that there was no foul play involved, while some do. So this
Many of us have been intoxicated before. You know, when you real intoxicated, it's like your body's overheating. And like a cold rag or cold washcloth, cold towel feel real good. That's what I was thinking, that she probably got a cold temperature and was like, damn, this feel good. And just, you know, sat on the floor. But now it's come out that she had bruises on her. You know what I'm saying? So that's out. I believe there's some foul play that happened. There's a brother, he was one of the brothers that was leading like a movement, you know, and that was the brother who Kenneka Jenkins' mother told to stop, or these people are gonna be mad at me. And he was like, what? What you mean stop? I got the people right here. We ready to march. We ready to get some answers. And she called it off. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Was it foul play? Was it not? You know, is the mother going broke now and that's why she want to come out? She want another check? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Big Kish signing out. Going, y'all.